Plague Moth is a creator on YouTube that is more commonly known in the darker side of the horror community, as he is a person whose content revolved entirely around reacting to and commenting on shock content. If you don't know what shock content is, well, it's a term to refer to violent and gruesome videos, commonly referred to as snuff or gore, so let's be aware of this for the time being. The shock content that he commonly reviews are actually pretty available videos that many people have access to, videos that I will only describe as cartel footage, live leak themed footage, and leaked footage. Plague Moth actively posted on his YouTube channel reacting to this content, but censored. He often is very disrespectful during his reviews, being particularly insensitive, making foul jokes and commentary that is downright horrendous to listen to.
But they handcuff the poor bastard and strip him naked. And then they let the doggies go on him. And oh my god, have you ever seen those commercials? You know you have, of that real good fucking pizza where the cheese just... Yeah, okay. That, but him and his balls. It was phenomenal, and it was phenomenal in the aspect of karma.
Online, he is equally as deplorable and is commonly seen on his socials making fun of the same terrible footage while making some very questionable remarks. While I would like for this to end there and just make fun of him for being an edgy lolcow, well, it does not. He is the type of person to literally make fun of some very tragic and traumatizing footage. A common point of reference a lot of people who are talking about the situation are making is Moth's commentary in his videos, such as One Girl 99 Stomps, and another video where he picks fun of a person's voice changing in pitch after being violently, well, you know, dissected. Let me talk a little bit about the One Girl reaction just to paint a picture of the type of person he is in his content. In this video, Moth reacts to a video where a young girl who is several years old, she was 15 to be clear, is mugged and then stomped to a very unwanted outcome. He actively counts and laughs about how many stomps it takes before this altercation ends gruesomely. He even expresses disappointment in how anticlimactic the video is.
I mean, in short, because it is short, a 15-year-old girl gets brutally mugged by a known thief, drug addict, and mugger, who then proceeds to stomp the ever-living hell out of her head. And it is horrifying, and we're going to analyze that today and figure out, well, why this happened. And I'll be honest, it's kind of anticlimactic. This is way higher quality, too. Damn.
It's a terrible video that highlights how insensitive and disrespectful Moth can be. Now, for those of you who don't know Funky Town, well, I'm not going to elaborate too much, but just say that it is a terrible video where a person gets horribly tortured while the song Funky Town plays in the background. Well, Plague Moth reacted to this video where he makes fun of the vocal tone of this person, as I mentioned, and I will not get into it any further. He gets more deplorable as he actually frequently attempted to make money out of these things as he sells merch related to the Funky Town incident and advertises these videos consistently, even putting his content behind a Patreon subscription. In my opinion, selling this type of content is dangerous for two massive reasons. It incentivizes someone actively seeking it out and consuming these videos, which puts a toll on your own mental state and can desensitize you to these type of events, if not traumatize you, which is obviously what we have seen in the case of Plague Moth.
Oh shit. Motherfucker started whistling.
On the other hand, it allows anyone to easily pay you to watch some very mentally damaging videos, as this content could potentially be available to those who are far too young to be aware of any of this type of content, especially paying to see you react to content. It forms an echo chamber of being able to consume this type of content while seeing someone react in an unrealistic way.
That looks good, dead baby. In an alley. The music. No.
The normal behavior should be being appalled at this type of content, but these people watch you react to these videos in some very unhinged and disrespectful ways. This can definitely affect the way some people think of some of these horrible situations and mold how someone would healthily think about them as well. While he has been criticized and called out for this many times in the past, when he is met with any sort of criticism, he usually deflects it all by pulling an identity card and using his orientations to try to explain why someone would have a problem with him. You know, the good old, you're a bigot and hate me card.
But I brought up the mass reporting on my content from two sources that I know of, and one of them is Kiwi Farms, because they don't like the fact that I'm gender fluid and they've been attacking my identity and my family ever since, trying to further dox me, harass me, get my Patreon taken down, citing, well, that I'm a troon.
On top of that, he also actively uses his child's health status as a form of incentive to donate or as a way of discrediting other people for calling him out on his behavior. He has been reprimanded several times in the past as Patreon hounded him for breaking their terms of service as he distributed these videos on their platform. His solution to this was to move the content hosting somewhere else and give access to them via Discord. Another YouTuber by the name of That Creepy Reading did a full expose of this and actually managed to get his Patreon shut down for distributing this content. It does not end there, as Plague Moth actively attempted to falsely DMCA strike a lot of creators that speak out against him. He actively came out after individuals and attempted to get their channel shut down or tried to paint these individuals as liars. Plague Moth is the type of person that makes a lot of morally questionable decisions, and then when he is called out for it, morally grandstands in an attempt to feel superior to another person. He is the type of person that says that he is allowed to do something, but others are not, as he constantly brings up others' past to paint these people as bigoted and portray them as not being credible because they are intolerable individuals. Overall, he was very harmful to the horror community and other people on the internet, on top of distributing content like this to younger individuals with no age verification. Luckily, this story has come to an end, and I just wanted to cover this story as a quick summary to anyone who may be curious about the situation in a shorter commentary fashion. Because of this, I urge anyone who watches this video to watch that Creepy Readings full video on this for the full cover. Plague Moth's channel was deleted at 400,000 subscribers not too long ago, and no longer has a platform on YouTube to keep advertising or distributing this type of content. This person, at the end of the day, didn't really deserve a platform, and because of this terrible behavior, lost it. Stay safe on the internet, everyone. Don't seek any of this out. Thanks for watching.